Hey guys, and welcome back to Tennessee Grilling and Smoking. I'm Dustin, and today we're going to be doing a Christmas dessert that everybody's going to love, guys. It's going to be a cast iron chocolate chip cookie topped with a little bit of Bourbon Hot Fudge, a little bit of peppermint ice cream on top of that, and to top it off, we're going to do a little bit of the whiskey Cool Whip. It's going to be delicious, guys. So can't wait to get into this one. But first, check this out, guys. My first flag I've got from somebody. Our new barbecue, Papa Texas, won the contest, but he was so gracious, and he was gracious enough to forward it up to me. So I got that thing and I love it. That's gonna look great in my little shanty when I get it built. So Richard, I really do appreciate that. Got that and a couple other things in a little package. That scorpion Tabasco sauce, that ain't no joke, man. So anyhow, let's get right to it, guys. All right, guys, first thing we're gonna do is get started on our ice cream, because that's what's gonna take the longest. So what I'm gonna do is I've got 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to put it right up here in my KitchenAid. What we're going to do is we're going to whip this thing on high until it starts peaking. You'll know it's done whenever you take this out and the whipping cream peaks up and it stands up when you pull the whisk out. So we're going to do that on high. At the same time, we're going to get over here. We're going to put the Eagle brand in here, just 1 can of Eagle brand. I'm going to do 3 teaspoons of the vanilla and 1 teaspoon of the pure peppermint extract. All right, a lot of things going on at the same time, so let's go ahead and get started with this one. Get that going on high. What I got right here is I've got a 1/2 cup of half and half, and what we're going to do with it, we're going to take it over here, and we're going to put it down in here in this food cross section. And I've got 6 candy canes. We're going to go ahead and crush them up, throw them in there until everything mixes up really good with that. I've got the 6 candy canes. I'm just going to kind of crumble them up and drop them down in here first. Just give them a head start of getting crushed up here. Alright, now I'm going to add in the 1/2 cup of half and half. And we're going to mix that in until they pretty well blend together. Alright, you can see how it's kind of just pretty much dissolved together now. We're going to go ahead and pour that in here. There we go. Now we got that half and half in there. What we're going to do is we're going to take this Eagle brand, this condensed milk, we're going to add it to it. I'm just going to whisk that together. Now I've got 5 teaspoons, or tablespoons, I'm sorry, of sugar. I'm going to throw that in the mix. Get that mixed up. We're going to go 3 teaspoons of your vanilla extract. And 1 teaspoon of your peppermint. We're just going to mix that all together real good. I can tell you one thing right now, guys, if this tastes anything like it smells, it's going to be really good. You can get that peppermint real strong in this. So that's a good sign. All right, let's go over here and check on our whipping cream. All right, guys, let's check it out and see what it's looking like. You pull it out and see how it's standing up down there. That's right about how we want, maybe just a little bit more. Not much. Oh yeah, you see how it's peeking up now? That's exactly what we're looking for, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take this and fold into the mixture we just made. All right, we're just going to take it in here. We're just going to fold it in with this, a little bit at a time. And I'm making this ice cream a little bit different than any way I've kind of made it before. This is kind of a new thing for me. But I've already got my ice cream maker packed away up in the attic, and I didn't feel like going after it. So what we're going to do is we're going to freeze this for about 4 to 6 hours. Right here is going to give you more of a creamy texture on your ice cream. But it is going to take, like I said, 4 to 5 hours instead of 30 minutes or so. But I think this is going to be very, very good. Alright guys, there she goes. And I'm going to stick her in the freezer. I'm going to wait just a little bit since the cookie ain't going to take too awful long to make. We're just going to let her sit there and freeze up for about 3 or 4 hours. I'll see you here shortly. Alright, it's been close to 4 hours now. And we're going to go ahead and get the grill fired up. I'm going to be using the Pit Boss, the fruit pellets. I'm also using the smoke tube filled with fruit pellets, and I've got my rack I'm going to use here because I don't want to put the cast iron skillet all the way down on the grates. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing heated up to 375 degrees. And while this is heating up, we're going to go ahead and go to the kitchen and get this cookie made. Alright, while that's getting up to temperature, we're going to go ahead and make the cookie mix. I've got a half a cup of sugar, got a quarter cup of brown sugar, I've got a cup and a quarter of flour, I've got a teaspoon of baking soda and salt, I've got 2 cups of the chocolate chip, I've got a stick of butter about the room temperature, and I'm going to add an egg, and we're going to do a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go ahead and get this butter, put it down in the mixer bowl, and then we're going to add the sugar, and a quarter cup brown sugar. Now we're just going to throw it over there and get her mixing. All right, come on over here and check this out. That's about right. We're going to go ahead and add in the vanilla. Add in the vanilla and the egg now. Put her back on there, lock her down, get her mixing. So you can check it out, it's mixing, got it mixed pretty good. This don't take long. Just want to get it all mixed together roughly. Then we're going to add the flour and the baking soda and the salt. Alright, now we're going to let this one mix a little bit better, because the last thing we're going to do is put the chocolate chips in. Alright, we got it mixed up. It's starting to look like dough. Now Colson's wanting to add the chocolate chips. I think he just wanted to eat the chocolate chips, but whatever's left, let's go ahead and drop in there.
All of them?
Yeah, go ahead and mix them in there. Alright, now we're going to stick her down in there. We're going to lock it back. Just get them mixing.
Filming.
Alright, it's about there. Looks like cookie dough to me. Alright, well that's finishing up. I'm just going to get a little bit of olive oil. And I mean, just a little bit. I'm just going to drizzle it in there, and I'm going to get a paper towel and grease it up real good. Alright, this should be done. Oh yeah. That looks like chocolate chip cookie dough to me. Now from here, we're just going to spread that out down in here.
Hey guys!
Alright, and there you go. Looks like a cookie cake to me. What do you think? Alright, now this is only going to take about 10 minutes on there. So, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing the things we need to make the fudge. That way we'll have everything ready, because once this starts going on the grill, it's going to go really, really fast. All right, so see you here in just a second. All right, guys. First thing I want to tell you, this pan looked a little too small. It was a little thicker than what I wanted it, so I upgraded to about a medium-sized cast iron skillet. I think that's going to be just a little bit better for what we're trying to do. But for the fudge, I've got a cup of the heavy whipping cream. We're just going to put that in the saucepan, because we're going to put that. We're going to put that on the smoker at about 300 degrees. And the way my Lockhart works out is great, because I've got the bottom around 375. That's going to keep the top cabinet part around 300 degrees right at it. So that's going to be perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in here. This is going to be about 10 minutes. We're going to put this in here until it starts bubbling up around the edges. And once it starts bubbling up, we'll add the rest of the stuff. We'll add the, I got a cup of the semi-sweet chocolates. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon of the Woodford Reserve bourbon there. So grill should be up to temperature. Let's go out there and check it out. All right, well, the bottom part's at 372. It's a little cold outside, so the top cabinet's still around 220, 230 degrees. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead. It just might take a little bit longer, but the end result's going to be the same. We're going to have some good bourbon fudge to put on top of this cookie cake. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and put the cookie right there on that rack. All right, then we're going to put this right up here on the top. Pulling her down. We're going to see what she looks like here in about 10 minutes, guys. Alright, guys, and I know everything's happening all at once right here at the end, but it's going to be worth it, I promise. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to make this bourbon whipped cream to go on top of the peppermint ice cream. So I've got a cup of heavy whipping cream. Let's go right in there. I've got 2 tablespoons of the bourbon. Drop her in. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's the easiest thing, guys. We're just going to turn this thing on high speed. We're going to mix it up until it starts, well, looking like Cool Whip. Now, it shouldn't take long at all. It should take about 3 to 5 minutes. So that way, hopefully, everything kind of starts getting done around the same time. All right, come over here and check this out. Man, this is pretty cool. Just about right. Look at that. That's the consistency we're looking for right there. And it's spot on. So this is going to be great on top of this. All right. So now we're just waiting on the cookies. We've got about 4 more minutes on the cookies. And go ahead and give it a check on the hot fudge. Then we're going to add the chocolates and the whiskey. Oh yeah. You can see how those, well, I moved it, but there were bubbles around the edges, and that's what we're looking for. So that tells me it's time to add the bourbon. And the semi-sweets. Oh, just going to give it a little mix here. And we're going to put her back up on top. Now, for the cookie. Oh, it's looking pretty good, guys. I came out here about at the 10-minute mark and I turned it. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'd say another couple minutes on the cookie and we'll be done with it. Man, check that out. Doesn't that look good? Alright guys, let's check it out, man. Look at that. That is done. That right there looks perfect. Now, it has been closer to 30 minutes. I made this a little thicker than normal. So, that looks about perfect to me. So, we're going to go ahead and pull that. But first, we're going to check up here. It's been about 15 minutes since we put the, or it's been about 10 minutes since we added the chocolate. And it looks pretty good. We're just going to give it a little bit more of a stir. And it's thickening up. I'd say another 10 minutes or so maybe on this, but that's perfect because we're going to have to let that cookie set for about 10 minutes anyhow. So I'm going to give that a good little stir one more time, and I'm going to put it back up there. Looking pretty good. But that cookie is done, guys. That right there looks amazing. Check it out. Man, that looks good. See how the sides are kind of pulled away from the edges of the pan? That's what we're looking for right there, just that nice golden brown color. So let's go ahead and get it sitting in here, and we're going to let this rest for about 10 minutes. All right, guys, check it out. It's been about 35 minutes now on the hot fudge. And man alive, check that out. Just as milky smooth as you'd look. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this out. Now this will thicken up as it sits. So we're going to go ahead and take this out and get ready to plate everything up and give it a try, because I will call this finished. All right, guys, I got everything pulled out. Man, I'm telling you what, look how good this is going to be. I've got my ice cream, it's ready to go. I've got my hot fudge thickening up, check it out. Got the cookie that looks absolutely amazing. I wish you was here so you could smell this. This is like being in Santa's freaking candy shop. It's amazing. Right here, I've got my whiskey Cool Whip. I'm gonna go on top of it. Oops. And then I've got a little bit of crushed up peppermint candies to go on top. So here in just a second, guys, we're going to get this thing plated up. We're going to give it a try. All right, guys, get in here. I'm about to cut it up, but listen to this crunch this cookie makes. Can you hear that? Man. That is absolutely perfect. Listen to that. Oh, man. Hoping we can get it out in one big scoop. Oh, no. We'll go ahead and put it right there. Oh, man, look at that. All right, we're going to get some of this ice cream now. All right, now we're going to get some of this ice cream. Check this out, guys. Look how creamy that is. That right there is about as smooth as you can ask for. Put that right on top of there. Now we're going to top her. Now we're going to top her with a little bit of this Bourbon Fudge. Oh yeah. Now we're going to top her with some of this good homemade whiskey Cool Whip. Right on top there, just like that. Look how airy that is. That is absolutely perfect consistency for this. And then to top it off, guys, in the food processor, I put a couple more candy canes. We're just going to sprinkle it on there. Look at that. Now, if that don't scream Christmas, guys, I don't know what does. Unless, just drizzle a little bit on there. Look at that. Perfect. All right, we're going to give this thing a try. All right, guys, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for about 6 hours. Look at that. Let's get a good little piece right there with that ice cream and that Cool Whip. Look at that. Here we go. Guys, I promise you, if you make this, people next year will be saying, hey, y'all gonna be making that cookie cake? Man, that is so freaking good. I can taste the bourbon really good in there. I can taste the smoky flavor of that fudge it gives it. It's just absolutely perfect, guys. The consistency of that cookie, that crunch you're looking for, look at that. It's so freaking nice. Look at that. See that? Mm. And most of all, I'm really getting that peppermint ice cream sets this whole thing together. It is so good. So I really highly recommend you make this. It's a lot of steps to do, but guys, I promise you, it's totally worth it. So hey, thank y'all for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to me if you ain't already, and please share my video. And I'm still looking for my 500 subscriber, guys. I've got a huge giveaway coming. I've got a lot of people donating items to give do on the giveaway, so it's going to be great. So if I don't make another video this year, Merry Christmas, y'all, And I hope y'all have a very nice one and a great New Year's. And I will see you next time. And guys, as always, go to my description and click on the link to Greenback Designs Facebook page. Man, they do excellent work on all their products, and everything they do is handcrafted, and you can really tell by the quality of their products that they really care about everything they ship to their customers. So not only do they do just cutting boards, they make candles, serving trays, signs, and much more. So please visit their page, show them some love, and be sure to tell them the Tennessee Grilling and Smoking sent you.